what are you doing out here? Haven't you heard? We're having church. Now, I know we've been having church, but now you can come to church. Okay, well, let's get you off the couch. And while you're here, might as well take you on a quick tour so that if you decide to come with us this Sunday, you know what to expect. Now, if you decide not to come with us to this church building this Sunday, that's okay. We understand. We respect absolutely that decision. We honor that decision, and you can still live stream with us. But if you choose to come to church, our doors will be open. And hey, let's take a quick tour so that you can see what exactly you're going to notice on Sunday morning. So the doors are going to be open. It looks like it's going to be a nice spring day. You're going to come in. If you have a coat, you'll put your coat up, and then you'll turn the corner because that's what you do to go to church. And then you'll be greeted by this table. And you say, well, what's the table for? That's a great idea, or that's a great question. The table is actually for birdhouses that the little kids made back in about February, and they've been done for a while. And so if your little one hasn't picked up their table yet, you can grab it off the table. And then you also see this sign, enter the sanctuary and through the gym. And you're like, oh, I would love to enter the sanctuary through the gym. So you're going to come into the gym, and then you're going to think to yourself, wait a second. I know what I do when I come to the gym. I turn left because I go to the kitchen because I need that black liquid sludge that somebody said was good. I don't know what that person was thinking, but you'll come to the normal coffee station. But when you come to the coffee station, you'll be greeted with this. That's right. Jesus is your true source of joy. So, for those of you that need your go-go juice in the morning, you're going to have to bring your own go-go juice. You can make it as strong as you want or as weak as you want, and there won't be any coffee. And what's the reason? Well, here's the main reason. That one little spigot there that everybody uses to get coffee, or the handles to pour it, okay, that's by far the most touched and used part of our Sunday morning service. So just so that we can keep as clean and as sanitary as possible, at least for the near future, bring your own coffee, okay? And so you're going to come to the gym, and you're going to see old friends, and you're going to laugh, and you're going to talk, and you're going to join, and you got all sorts of room to do that. Well, in the gym, you're going to see this. And you're going to ask yourself, wait a second, why is there a TV with two chairs? Well, that is actually for Dan and Katie. They've asked to have a private viewing of our first service back, and so, hey, they're going to be sitting here. It's okay. Don't make fun of them. They're all right. No, of course, that's not for Dan and Katie. They can sit there if they want, but this is actually overflow. We're going to do our best to get everybody into the sanctuary, but just in case we have a big group, which we hope we can, we want to make sure that we can stay in those groups of 10, 6 feet apart, that distancing that we want to abide by. And so if we have to, we'll just those of you that are used to going to church at 10 a.m. in the morning for the last 6 weeks, if you come late, you might be in overflow. So I'm just saying. But you're going to come through the west doors, you're going to come through this hallway, and you're going to enter in the sanctuary this way so that we cannot be congested around that little hallway over there with the ramp right coming into the bathrooms. This way, it gives a little bit more room to come in through the gym. Now, you're going to see some signs like that posted around the church, mainly to go downstairs and to go upstairs to the middle school, high school rooms. Parents, we're asking that you keep your youngsters from going downstairs and upstairs, just again so that we can make sure that a whole bunch of things aren't being touched and played with, so that we can be sure that everything stays sanitized, at least for the time being. So you're going to come into the sanctuary. If you want to, you can get your mail that you haven't gotten for a while. You might say, oh man, I got to go to the bathroom before we go to the service. That's okay. And you'll just be reminded, Jesus can wash away your sins, but hey, you still got to wash your hands, okay? So common sense, that's what I love about you, Maranatha. You are a bunch of common sense folk, and I'm not telling anything you don't already know, but it's good to be reminded of these things. And so maybe you're not addicted to black sludge. Maybe it is that you just drink the nectar of the earth, that clear liquid that God meant for us to drink. And so you come to the water fountain. Well, hey, we know what sometimes happens, especially for the little ones. They put their whole mouth on that drinking fountain and they slobber up and down. You never know. And so again, to be as sanitary as possible, we're actually going to have a table here with some water bottles, and those are for the adults. So adults, of course, you can share with your children, of course, but we're asking that you don't use the drinking fountains, but you use the little things of water that we have there on the table. So you're going to come in, you're going to see here that we've got the offering plates here in the back, and so you can have yourself prepared to give offering when you come in, or you can give the offering when you leave. It's up to you, but you guessed it, that's right. We're not going to be passing offering plates for at least a couple weeks or so, because again, just putting people's hands all over those things, not that we don't trust you to stay clean, but it's just easier this way, and that we can make sure that we're not spreading germs as much as we can. We're just trying to be the best stewards that we can of our health. And so when you get to the back of the sanctuary, you're going to see a sign like that. And we're just asking that you wait to be seated so that the ushers can seat you. And we're going to try to skip rows. We'll start you in the front and work you back. So it all depends on when you get here. The earlier you are, the closer up you are. And then the later are you, the farther back you'll be. And so we're gonna place you in seats. We're gonna stagger benches and do some of that stuff. But again, not because we're fearful, not because we think that, oh no, we're all gonna get sick. But hey, here's the thing, okay? We need you to know, your leadership team wants you to know, Maranatha, how much we love and care for your health. And even though this might seem silly to some of you, you might just think, why in the world are we doing this? Well, we want to remind you why we're doing this. We're doing this because we don't want to, after all of these weeks when we've been doing our best to stay safe and stay healthy, we don't want to, on the first Sunday or the second Sunday or whatever Sunday back, just rush right into this thing and act like nothing's ever happened, and then, heaven forbid, something happens. We want to make sure that we have a clean conscience and you have a clean conscience, that we've done, at least to the best of our ability, everything we can for this near future. Now, in every 2 weeks, that the group sizes go up, and so every 2 weeks, you can probably expect some of these things to start going away. But for the meantime, right now it's groups of 10, and it's groups of 30, and groups of 90, so we'll start to relax some of these things kind of every couple of weeks, but this is what we're going to do, at least for the near term. All right, so, and I say that, and also let me say this. You're going to see some of these signs, and you might laugh to yourself. You might say, oh my goodness, what am I in Walmart? What is this? No, again, we just want to remind each other that even though we might not do these things in our own house, or if we were in charge, or whatever the case might be, we want you to know that we want you to honor other people's consciences that might not be as free as yours in these situations. And so this is a great opportunity we can to love our brothers and sisters. If you want to wear a mask, absolutely wear a mask. Just a couple heads ups, we won't have Sunday school because, well, some of our Sunday school teachers might choose not to come, and so we want to honor that, not come to church. They might watch on the live stream. Also, we won't have childcare for the same reasons. So parents, you can expect to have your kiddos through the service, and then after the service, we'll dismiss you, and you can go back out again through the gym, and we'll ask that you talk in the gym or outside, and the kids they can play on the sanctuary, they can play in the playground, and they can do those types of things. If they want to play out in the grass with your permission, they can, but we just want to make sure that they're safe as well. So I think that's about it for the announcements. So you saw the last 2 weeks, I took a video right up there. Right? And it was full of an empty congregation. I said, I can't wait for the day that we're going to come back. Well, this Sunday is the Sunday. And so if you have any questions about anything that's going to go on this Sunday, don't hesitate to ask. But in the meantime, if you choose to come this Sunday, we'll be happy to have you. And if not, we absolutely understand, and we love you, and we can't wait to see you sometime in the future. All right, Maranatha, we love you, and we will see you later. Bye.